Not the bees!
So, actually, no. I'm gonna remute his mic because he's dead.
Yeah, so unfortunately, it's been a while since we've done one of these, and our first announcement has to be that while on vacation in Australia, Grim got sick and unfortunately passed away. So, to mourn his loss and deliver a eulogy today, we have Grim here. So, Grim, if you would. Did his mic die again?
I think so. He's not muted.
Are you kidding me?
Alright, I'm just gonna keep muting him and unmuting him until it
Wow, this is great. This is working way too perfectly for the joke.
works.
Yeah, so right before we started, his mic was like not functioning for about 5 minutes straight, and he thought we were screwing with him. So, well, this is perfect timing. We thought we had it fixed. Sorry, everyone.
Yep, well, I'll go ahead and introduce the rest of
This
us.
is obviously the most professional one of these we've ever done right now.
It's been so long we don't know how to do it anymore.
Yeah, right?
So, I'm Jim. Now introduce yourself.
Oh, hi, I'm playing Hyper Light Drifter. By which I mean I'm Kubo, and I'm trying to do this stupid chain dash challenge to unlock another costume that I think gives me special abilities, and it's really friggin' hard.
I'm actually, I was surprised you could pick that up on mic. I was whispering quite enough, but I also wanted the people at home to hear it. But I didn't want it to be like whenever someone loud whispers and it blows out your eardrums.
No, I could hear you clearly.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, maybe it was too loud. We're going to be like, why is he yelling?
No, it wasn't that loud. It sounded about the same volume as your regular voice.
Oh, Jesus. I actually whispered really quietly. Oh, fuck this mic. Okay.
Okay, so Grim, can you post in Skype chat if you're still able to hear us? 'Cause this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Whoa, what the hell was up with that? How the hell did I just say weird? Weird. God, what is
Alright, I'm
wrong with me
opening
today?
the sidebar chat too in the Hangout. Which
Okay, well, this is going wonderfully so far.
it's going beautifully, actually. This is exactly how I planned it all along.
Yeah, we don't do a podcast for like a real proper podcast for like 3 weeks, and then it comes back to this, just technical issues and crappy jokes. God, we're good at this.
That's what our
We
podcast
are
is
on our
all-
way to 1 million subs as we speak.
That is what this podcast has always been. Technical issues and crappy jokes.
We're at 15 right now. Next week, 1 million. This podcast is gonna do it.
You know, I heard that subs start snowballing at a certain point, so
Yeah, we just need to get to that point, which I'm pretty sure is like, a few tens of thousands, which we're close.
I heard 10, so we're past that, it's all easy street here.
Yeah, 10 subs just instantly starts ramping you up. Never mind that most of our subs are either friends or family members.
Yeah, pretty much, honestly.
I'm pretty sure 10 of them are either the three of us, our family members, or our close friends, and the other 5 are like actually people that we don't know. So thank you, 5. You rock. I mean, and thank you, friends and/or family members as well. We appreciate the support.
That's great.
Ah!
Oh god!
Hey, he's alive.
Zombie, kill him!
I live!
Are you ready to
All right.
deliver your own eulogy?
Yes, I shall. And here it is.
Please tell
Yes.
me you're still okay. For a second, I thought your mic had just cut again already.
Mike, that
I
would
was,
have been too perfect.
Yeah, I was just making an old joke, and that I was really quiet quite a few times in the past. So, as in, I literally didn't talk in some podcast.
Oh my gosh.
Ah!
That was also
Sorry.
actual technical difficulties for no reason.
Yeah. So, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's been a long time. Well, okay, so I'll explain my side of things for the people at home who've been following our saga for years. I've been working close to 7 days a week. And you might think, well, Jim, sometimes you record on the days you work. And the funny thing about that is, I've been working flip shifts. So, like, I'll work 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., and then I'll work 2 p.m. to 10 p.m., and then I'll work 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. 6 days a week, 7 days a week.
Your work has your soul.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
just won't give it back.
it's been frustrating for all of us, particularly you.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then,
But it's given us plenty of time to plan things for the future, so that's cool.
yeah.
I plan what?
Well, like what he and I are gonna do for a co-op LP. Oh, hey, by the
Oh.
way, we should go back to Divinity.
Yeah, sometime.
It's only been like 2 months.
Oh, you know, only just.
Yeah. Jeez. That's good, though. It's good.
Yeah, maybe we should sit down tomorrow before I go to work and try and get some of that done.
Maybe we should.
But yeah, I guess, do we want to say it on here since it'll be a bit before we actually get to do this, or would you rather have it be a surprise?
Oh, wait, I know what you're talking about now. I
Yeah.
get it.
Let's hold off because we don't want to promise things and it'll be like, oh, it's 8 months and we still haven't done it yet.
That's a good point. Kind of like how I promised I was totally going to do a Mighty Number 9 review, but then between work and school and other things I've been doing, I haven't had a chance to get it done yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should do that too.
Gosh. That's something, yeah, I have learned in the past. I used to be like, oh yeah, I'm totally going to review this game for you guys. You know, I'm going to try out, like, doing video reviews and things like that. And I haven't done a review in, like, 8 months, so.
Well, actually, I said on my last video that I'd be putting out another video the next day, and I still haven't put it out yet. I haven't edited it. It's just sitting there.
God, we are just the best at this.
Oh, we're so good.
So professional.
It's kind of like we all still have lives that have to take precedence, unfortunately, and don't allow us as much time to work on this as we would like.
I have time.
I don't agree with that at all.
I just don't.
No, I think, you know, we have plenty of free time. We have no cares in the world or any social obligations at all.
Oh,
We
absolutely not.
I mean, I don't, but
You have plenty of social obligations. You've been walking like 37 kilometers a day playing Pokemon with your friend.
That's very true.
I haven't actually done that in a while, believe it or not.
Oh, I thought you said just a few days ago, like the beginning of the week, you'd done it.
Did I?
I thought so.
I mean, there was that one day, like a day after it came out in Europe, that I walked like something like 12 miles and spent 9 hours outside.
Wait, you're British. Why are you saying miles?
Why wouldn't I be saying miles?
You should be saying kilometers. Because you're anyone but the US.
What? I'm sorry, do we have this backwards or something?
Wait, does Britain use miles? Since when?
I think London
As far back as I can
invented the
remember.
metric system.
That's weird. I thought that like everywhere in Europe especially used kilometers. I thought that the US was pretty much the only one that used miles.
Well, this is fun.
Yeah, I found this out recently too, and it blew my mind. It was a European country. I think it was London. They invented the metric system.
A European country, you know, London, which is a country.
I mean, people were trying to get London to be its own little separate thing in the EU a while back, so...
Yeah, with Brexit, I just assumed it's its own country now, okay?
Yes, clearly that's what happened.
Well, far from the truth, I guess.
Oh, my thumb's gonna fall off if I keep trying to do this stupid challenge. Also, I really need to go to campus and have the tech people help me out, because 4 times now since we've started this call, I've had the stupid, your display driver for Windows 8 has crashed and recovered. It's like, I'm running freaking Windows 10. Screw you. And God, I get sick of this issue.
Yeah, you're gonna have to uninstall your drivers and reinstall them. It's a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna go to the tech people on campus and have them help me with it. Or
Yeah.
I actually
do
thought
it.
you said Kansas there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the most boring state in existence just to get tech help. Absolutely.
I would disagree, but Kansas really is the most boring state. Like, I live in Kansas City, and Kansas City is like the only place in Kansas that actually has anything. And
Yeah, and I'm from Missouri, and we can claim half of Kansas City. Therefore, we
Yeah.
can claim half of what makes Kansas interesting.
pretty much, God, I miss Kansas City so much. It was just amazing. Like, I'm
I mean,
sorry.
according to you two, there's amazing a lot of nothing happening there.
I miss my
Well,
internet.
Kansas itself, Kansas City is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So the city in Kansas is cool, but Kansas itself is not.
Yeah, well, Kansas City is built like across
It's on
two
the
states.
border between Kansas and Missouri, so almost exactly half of it is in Missouri, and the other half is in Kansas.
Yeah, which is really weird to write on your mail. Oh, I'm in Kansas City, MO. No, I'm in Kansas City, KS.
Oh, holy crap, I'm finally gonna break 600 for the first time today.
That's kind of beautiful.
Only 200 more, how will I screw it up? I just
Huh.
hope I can beat my record. Because having my record be 666 is a little unnerving. Just saying.
That's good.
Woo! Beat my record! Ah! 681. Yeah, my thumb's gonna rebel. Okay, I'm done with this for now.
So,
Drop off and become a thing of its own.
that's actually a pretty good launch board into what we've been doing this week. And then it just gets quiet. Fuck you guys.
I don't know. I mean, I guess we have me listed as first, as usual, so I'll go first, I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Shut
I've
up.
actually mentioned everything you're doing pretty much already.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing class, I'm working, and I've been trying to get stuff recorded, but EPSXE and my recording software can't play nice together. So I can either get a game to record nice, but not play properly, or play great, but it records horribly. And there's no way for me to get the two to work together well. Like, I've tried it with a few different games, like Wild Arms, I had shuttery sprites, Legend of the... I don't know why, but I can't say Legend of the Dragoon, like, at any sort of appreciable speed. I had this issue when trying to record a thing. It just gets garbled. Legend of Dragoon... Bleh. So I can't say it, I don't know why!
Legend of the Dragoon.
But it was having all sorts of weird, like, frame rate issues and audio crackling and all that, and it's like, I can solve it 100% for when I'm not recording, but then recording introduces all these issues, and then trying to get it so that it records nice, the game itself runs poorly. It's horrible, and EPSXE hates me, and right now it just doesn't look like I'm going to be able to properly do PS1 stuff. So I'm just going to go to Steam and play Steam games for a while, keep playing Mega Man, play some RPGs on there, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't been up to a lot other than being busy and getting frustrated with recording.
Yeah. Sorry, I started looking for a solution to your problem. I was looking for
If you find one that I haven't tried, I'll be amazed.
You've tried a
I'm
lot.
thinking, well, we might.
Yeah, I've been trying this on my own, and Graham's been helping me as well, and it's been going on for weeks now.
Yeah. Well,
Like, between the two of us, we've tried so many things, and I can't get it to work right. One thing that is a problem, at least with Wild Arms, is the fact that I have an NVIDIA card, which, I mean, I'm about to build a new PC, and the 1080 is NVIDIA, and there's no way in hell I'm not getting a 1080. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to resolve that. I'm hoping that getting a new PC that's overall way more powerful and has more, memory and RAM and all the various things, better GPU and CPU. I'm hoping that will fix these issues and just kind of, brute power will make it succeed.
Or make it even worse.
But we'll see. Yeah, it might make it even worse. Who the hell knows at this point?
Yeah, like I was looking at Vita on PC solutions to avoid capture cards, but I can't find. If you have a PSP, we might be able to do it that way.
No, I've got a PS TV. That's like I said, I've got all of the games that I am playing on emulator. I have on my PS TV. Like if I had a capture card, I could just hook that up and I'd be good to go.
Yeah, well,
capture cards are friggin' expensive.
You should be able to play them on your PS4 as well.
No, you can play PS4 on Vita, but not the other way around.
Well, I mean the PS1 classics should work.
There's no way to stream them to it.
That is so weird.
Yeah, it is. I specifically sent in a help ticket about it. It goes from PS4 to Vita, but not the other way. And I have no idea why in the hell that is. It's like, wouldn't it be dramatically easier to do this in reverse?
It depends.
Yeah, because I would think that it would be like, because whenever you bought PS1 games, it would, like, you could play them on your PS3 or your PSP, because it would just link to your account. I guess it makes sense that you could do it on your Vita because it's backwards compatible with the PSP.
Yeah, they haven't made these things available on PS4 essentially. They've got some PS2 games up now, but they don't have like PS1 and PSP.
Yeah, that boggles my mind. God damn it, Sony, get your shit together. So I will continue looking for solutions that don't require spending several $100s on a capture card.
That'd be great. If you find one, I will be absolutely thrilled.
Share me details, I'm intrigued.
Oh, and if our listeners know of any solution, send us an email.
That would be amazing. If you know some way that I could capture directly from a PS TV without needing a capture card, I would be thrilled.
The JAGKast@gmail.com.
Or maybe you send us a through Twitter or something like that.
Okay, so the game is screwed up. I had to enter this area and start a fight, and there's all these enemies hopping around in the area beforehand, and one got stuck on the other side of the barriers that pop up, so I literally cannot attack him.
Oh,
so
joy.
I can't clear the zone.
Joy.
Fun times.
Man.
Ha! I left and made him respawn. There we go. Victory is mine.
Okay. So, was that it for your week, Kupo?
Yeah, things have been pretty boring for me. I don't have a lot to share.
Okay, so, Grim?
Broken down, dead inside, and generally dead.
Well, I mean...
we knew the last part.
Yeah, well, I said something new, Grim. I mean, we've already known all.
God. I know you're a ghost talking to us through this system, but, you know.
We're such good friends.
You know, I was thinking before, what exactly have I been doing? And the only thing I come up with was what I was doing today, which was finishing Persona 3: The Answers, which is part of the Fez game. So actually in the other versions of the game, which is strange considering it's the exact follow-up from the main story, which ends on a cliffhanger, which wasn't originally going to be filled. So that's a joy.
Yeah.
It's funny because as soon as you were talking about PSTV before, I was sitting there after playing the Answers thinking, should I get a PSTV for Persona 4?
I would get one so I can force you to play all my waifu games.
I mean, you're already doing that. I've already got NetDep on my Steam. I just haven't touched it yet.
Yeah, same.
I'm spreading my corruption.
It's just been a slow and steady thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely say, well, PSTVs are like $30 now. You could probably find one, and I think most people would tell you that it's worth it for Persona 4 Golden, especially if you like Persona 3, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty nice having all of the like really good PS1 games available for like $7 for the most part. That's something that I appreciate, considering how hard it is to find a lot of them, like, outside of a digital distribution. A lot of them are stupidly expensive and or just, not available.
Yeah, I was actually wondering before about the lineup that pardon me, the European lineup would have, because I've got Final Fantasy 6, 9, and Wild Arms on my PS3 sitting there. Although I'm having problems with my PS3 at the moment in that, I try every time I turned on Persona 3, basically after a certain point, it seems to flash up yellow light, yellow light of death, very briefly before shutting itself off. Then I turn it back on. It does it again. Turn it back on. Goes to the menu, and we repeat this process until it finally works. So I'm kind of wondering what's up with that. But I'm kind of hoping that my PS3 sticks itself together until I can finally finish all these PS1 games on my computer, because I just finished Persona 3 there, and I'm just hoping it keeps up until I can get the rest of it done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that Sony uses a full unified account system, so if you did get like a PS TV, you should be able to just download all of the games you already have on PS3 without having to pay for them again.
Yeah.
And you could probably copy the memory from it to like an external memory and then like to an SD card and play them again on your PS TV.
I actually have been backing up all my saves on a external hard drive, so I could just whip that out and then stick that on the PS TV. That'd be really handy.
Yeah, PS TV uses SD cards, so you would need one for that, but that's... I mean, it comes with one, but it comes with a small one.
Oh, as usual. They always do this. Even back in the old PSP days, they give you the smallest one possible, so you'd have to go and buy another one. And back then, it was like £200 or something per go. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, luckily SD cards are common and cheap now.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, the Vita memory card is still really expensive, though. Jesus.
I know, they just do it to make money.
Yeah, I bought...
Yeah, who'd have thought that, right?
I know, right?
I imported the 64 gigabyte card, and it, with shipping from Japan and all that stuff, it was only $100, which wasn't that bad actually, considering the 30.
Considering overseas shipping, yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, because the 32 in America was like 120, so I'm like, okay, well, this is just silly.
Display driver, stop!
Stop!
Okay, I'm gonna try opening Salty Bet, because it seems like if it has something actively occupying its work, it doesn't crash. So I'm just gonna open Salty Bet so that it's trying to do something.
I mean, pretty much. Oh my gosh. So, but yeah, we were talking about Persona 3. Fuck it. I'm not gonna play a Persona game until 5 comes out. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to myself.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, 3 is like 100+ hour experience with... I think I clocked in about 20 something hours on the answers. For just looking at pairs.
Tokyo Mirage Sessions is probably the closest thing to a Persona experience I'll have. But
I actually played that.
no, I have not actually, because
Yeah, me neither.
there's just too many games. Like, if you're a fan of JRPGs, there's just too many games.
Right now, yeah.
So.
Dang it. All right. Well, on to you. What have you been doing?
Alright,
Not that we've already answered that.
Alright, so, let me tell you guys about Nip Nip. No.
Oh yeah, that would be a huge change up from usual.
Yeah, so, you guys already know what I've been playing, but for our listeners at home, I think it was 1 or 2 podcasts ago, I was bitching about Stardew Valley, and I'm like, there isn't enough automation in this game. Like, I really wanted to, like, automatically harvest my crops, automatically deposit them in a box, and just, you know, automatically do everything for me.
He
Let's see,
wanted the game to play itself for him.
Yeah.
You could say you wanted to turn your farm into a factory.
Uh,
I wasn't gonna go there, but I'm glad that you did.
but yeah, I don't know. I think I saw it on Steam. I remember I heard someone on the Giant Bombcast talking about it years ago. Not a year. Well, actually, a year ago, I think, because it was early access a year ago, and it finally came out this year. But like I heard them talking about it, and I've seen it on Steam, and I favorited it, and I was just like, it didn't look like my type of game, and I'm like, okay, Factorio, that's strange, whatever. And then finally, I was bored, and I'm like, it's $20, whatever, fuck it, I'll just buy Factorio and play it. And it's basically the perfect game. Like anything I wanted is in this game. I put like 80 hours in it. Like this is when I was working 6 days a week, 8-hour flips every day. I managed to put 80 hours into this game in a week, so I didn't sleep much.
Yeah, that's very, very true.
Factorio, it's basically everything I've always liked about like Minecraft. I always installed insane technology mods to like send items through pipes and things like that. And that's effectively what Factorio is. It's like 2D Minecraft automation, and you start off by mining rocks and chopping down wood with your bare hands. And then by the end of it, you're fucking producing rockets from automated factories, and it's just insane. Like, it's one of the best games ever. Like, I had to make sure it released this year because it is definitely going on my top 10 for 2016. There's no doubt about that.
Are we sure we're gonna do one of those?
You know, after the FBI shut us down for 2015.
I forgot that that's the story we were going with.
Yep. You know, we worked so hard, but they just fought us every step of the way, and no, like
I don't even remember why you wanted to claim that on anymore. It's been so long since the joke was first made.
Yep. It's just because, oh my gosh, like we're gonna do it. Like I think 2017, we're gonna like just do and release 2015's Game of the Year.
Oh, we absolutely should.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that would just like there's gonna be a time when we're just gonna have nothing to do. We're gonna be like, no, fuck it. 2015's Game of the Year. People are gonna be so confused. It's beautiful, but yeah, I'm sure we'll do it for 2016 at least because I'm working out schedules and things like that for us to be able to do it. So I hope.
Yeah, my thing is there's too frickin' many games this year. Like,
Yeah.
I have a whole shelf full of so many that I haven't even had time to touch. And I hate it. And I love it, but I hate it.
I remember whenever we used to have droughts in the summer,
Yeah, right?
and then all the waifu games started coming, and now I don't even know what free time is anymore. And like, okay, so, God, that's what happened to like my Moe Minute. That used to be like a joke. Oh yeah, there'd be like 1 or 2 game announcements, and now it's more than half of the agenda. So,
Yep.
Pretty much.
it's the Moe forever. It's just never gonna stop. And every time I think it's gonna stop, Compile Heart will announce another game because they release 20 fucking games a year. I'm not joking either. I think in 2016 alone, they've already released like 8 games. They
That
released.
sounds about right. Admittedly, a couple of those have been updates of older ones, like the new Mugen Souls and Fairy Fencer F were updates.
Yeah, but also, like, they've released Sega Hard Girls in Japan, and they're also releasing it in America, and then in like 3 months they're gonna re-release it on Steam. And I'm just like, no, how do you guys do this? Like, they're a fucking factory. They're a fucking factory. That's actually Factorio. That's actually Japanese Factorio. It's
Yep.
just
It's just compile hearts.
Yep. You just start pumping out the waifus. You put them in a machine, then you package them and you ship them off.
Right.
That's just how it works. I do not understand, like, for how small their company is. It's like a few hundred people. I have no idea how they're putting out this many games.
Well, I mean, the best thing I can say with regard to small companies achieving great things is No Man's Sky is about to come out, and that's like a 15-person team.
Yeah. Jesus. I hope that game is good. Like, I am cautiously...
So far, it seems to be shaping up to be pretty great from the people who have early copies.
Yes, I am cautiously optimistic. Like, oh, I'm sure it'll be good. When I say I hope it'll be good, I mean I hope that I'll like it. I hope it's got those hooks in there. Because, like, people love Rust, and they like other survival-type games. And I'm just like, this is cool and all, but my main draw is becoming, like, typical American imperialism. I just want to turn everything into a factory. Like,
Okay, then.
you know, and that's what my Australian friend was telling me. Not Grim, but my other Australian friend.
I mean, if I was Australian, sure.
Shut up, Grim. Dead men tell no tales.
What?
That's an old saying. It was, it got popular in cartoons around the 90s.
Yeah, it's basically, if I kill you, you can't spread my secrets.
Yeah. But but anyways, he was just like, I was talking about Factorio, and because, like, what happens in Factorio is there are enemies, and, like, when you're creating these machines, you start spreading pollution, and so the native creatures start attacking you, and so the game and, like, wikis often refer to them as the natives, and so it is like, oh yeah, the natives keep attacking me because I'm polluting their air, so I have to build some laser turrets to kill them, and he just stared at me like... And then I found oil, and he was like, oh, of course. So, and there is oil in this game, too. It's fucking amazing. But, Factorio, I fucking love it. It's like, if you like automizing things, like if you're the kind of person who install mods into games like Stardew Valley to add more machines and to help automate things, go play Factorio. It'll consume your life for at least 100 hours. Like, no joke. I just could not believe it was like, okay, I'm going to sit down and play Factorio for an hour or two, and then it was 16 hours, and I hadn't moved since, and my body hurt. So, and I guess the one thing that everyone's actually interested in hearing about is Star Ocean 5. Which, yeah, well, I mean... People who know me, because there are people who are like, oh yeah, we have the same taste in games, and they want to know how I feel about Star Ocean 5. And, like, its issues have been greatly exaggerated. I can understand, okay, Star Ocean 5 is very much an old-school JRPG in terms of design. Like, there's a lot of backtracking, like, there's no fast travel in the game at all. And so it's like, okay, you have to go through this huge map and through several of these loading screens and all of this just to get to this one city where all these quests are. And a lot of people are like, oh my god, why is there so much backtracking, blah, 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 blah. But I'm just like, no, but this is fun though. Like, and they talk about how they reuse a lot of assets and stuff like that. And, like, I guess I'm biased because I play a lot of compile heart games, and they reuse a lot of assets and a lot of enemies to the point of Mega Dimension Neptunia was a massive surprise because there were new dungeon types and there were new enemies. And, like, after playing the same compile heart games for so long, you're just like, oh my god! Ah! Like, I've never seen
Amusing
something.
reaction.
No, it's funny, but it's just like I can understand people's complaints with it, but like the general reaction that this game is like 10 hours long and everything's reused. Like, okay, so this is how I understood it because of the internet hate machine, which is all hyperbole. I thought there was going to be 2 cities, like 3 maps to walk around, and there were no side quests, and the game would basically be done within like an hour or two. Like, that is what they made the game seem like to me. And so far, I've come across like 3 cities, several different maps, a ton of side quests. Like, I think I'm 10 hours into the game right now, and people are like, well, I finished the game in 40 hours, then I spent another 40 hours doing side quests and stuff. And I'm like, okay, that sounds more accurate. And there's post-game dungeons, and there's super bosses, and you go through New Game Plus to get to harder difficulties, to get the fight more bosses and things like that. And I'm like, okay, so there's a ton of stuff here. People just... I guess Star Ocean 5 is a lot more niche than people realize. And I've never played 3 and 4. I've only played 1 and 2. And from what I remember in 1 and 2, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is Star Ocean. Like, Star Ocean 1, I remember going across the world map like 60 fucking times thinking, oh my god, why is this map so big? Why do I have to go all the way to the beginning fucking village? But, save points. I actually really like save points in JRPGs. Like, I appreciate them when they're there, because to me a save point is, okay, now is your chance to take a break. Like, there's been times it'll be like, I usually go to work about 9:45, or I'll leave for work about 9:45. I'll be playing Star Ocean 5. It'll be like 9:20. I'll get to a save point. I'm like, you know what? This is a good stopping point. Or I'll be like, okay, you know what? I need a break, so this is a good stopping point. So I'll just save here, and that's it. And then also it prepares you too. Like, if you find a healing station, or there's like a little rainbow orb in the field I found, and you can heal up there. If you find those next to a save point, you're like, okay, shit's about
Boss
to go
fight
down.
coming in.
Yeah, so make a separate save just in case you aren't ready, then go in. But there's some optional dungeons I've been doing. They're called the Cathedral of Oblivion, and it's basically a huge church setting, and you go through a warp portal. There's some enemies. You kill the enemies. You go through the next warp portal. You keep going through until you fight a gigantic beholder at the end. You kill it, and you get like some really powerful items out of a chest. I'm like, this is pretty cool. And they're always just randomly in a field too, because it's like a gateway of chaos or something like that. I'm just like, this is pretty cool. So I'm enjoying it. If my opinions change after 40 hours, like everyone said they would, then all right. Also, I think someone's at my door, so I'm going to let you guys handle this fucking massive rumor dump. Well, mostly I want you guys to discuss it because I know you both have, like, Kupo is more cautiously optimistic, but Grim might pass on the console altogether.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
He's talking circles around the rumors about the NX.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go because my dog keeps barking. So be right back.
Yeah, so for anyone who hasn't seen it, there was a huge info dump that I still consider to be a rumor. A lot of people go, oh, it's totally verified, but
totally see
Nintendo
it
and
themselves.
no one associated with Nintendo has commented on it yet. Therefore, as far as I'm concerned, it remains unverified. That being said, it was a huge dump that basically explained everything about what the NX is supposed to be, gave details on how the controller is going to be, and that it's going to use cartridges instead of discs, and all sorts of stuff like that. And I actually really liked the sound of it. I think it sounds like it's something that could be a really cool hybrid between like a Wii U and a 3DS, and has a lot of potential. And I will admit I kind of like that they're doing cartridges, especially because I could see that opening up the way to be able to play 3DS games on the TV, which would be awesome. However, I know that would lose out on the 3D aspect, which might make them not have an inclination to do that because 3D is a big selling point of the 3DS, and if you cut that out, then what do you really have, etc. Um, Also, cartridges are a lot easy to carry around with you compared to discs, and this is supposed to be like a wholly portable console. It's basically like a tablet that has two controllers that snap onto the sides of it, and then when you're at home, it connects to like a docking base that will let it play everything on the TV, and you just snap the controllers off and hold them. I think it's a really cool, potentially cool design. It's all going to be in execution, but I like what I've seen so far personally. And then, did you want to go into your thoughts at all?
Well, I had an entire thing thought out in my head about how I was going to go down with this, and then I forgot it on the way. Oh boy. My problem with this kind of thing is more or less completely personal problems. Like, I was kind of hoping this would, well, I actually don't have a Wii U myself. My brother has the Wii U, so we're both kind of a bit on it, which is kind of strange for my brother because he's I thought 2040 be someone into it. Oh god, I can't even fucking think right now.
It's okay. It's not like we're on a time limit.
No. I've just jumbled up all thoughts in my head at once, and I'm just sort of sitting here like, well, I'm just being a complete idiot right now. Hooray. My problem with handheld like consoles anyway is that they generally go unused. Like I tend to go like gravitate towards my PC because obviously I'm sitting here almost all the time anyway, so I tend to play on my PC quite a bit. And the few times that I'm not on the PC, I'm probably on the PlayStation 4 or the well, I don't really go on the Xbox anymore, so I can't really say that. I've been playing the PS3 lately, but that's not the point. I'd kind of preferred it if they had actually went for a proper console, although from another point of view, I can kind of see what they're doing in that they seem to be trying to cater to both markets, if that makes sense. Because usually they tend to, when they bring out portable stuff, it tends to be focused on the Japanese market, because that's where Japanese, that's how the Japanese tend to be. They're constantly out, they're constantly moving, and they use portable machines quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The problem I think over here is that most portable gaming is done on the phones, like over here. Like mobile gaming is kind of a big thing now, so they'll be direct contending against that. Although I don't think they'll have much of a problem considering it's a portable console and not. I'm honestly just trying to think of where I'm going with this. I've completely lost my trail of thought entirely.
No, I think I get where you're trying to go with it.
Yeah. I've got remnants of what I'm trying to say, but I'm just sort of sitting here like I should probably.
It's a difference in how mobile gaming is viewed between the Japanese market and the Western market.
Yes.
Yeah. And see, I personally haven't ever really bought into the whole phone thing. Like I do now have a smartphone because my old phone died and my MP3 player died, and it was just simpler to go ahead and get a smartphone. Yeah. But I barely use it for anything other than a phone. But I've had a Game Boy ever since I was a kid, and I had a Game Boy Advance, and then I skipped the DS, but I got a 3DS for myself when I came up here to college, and it's like mobile gaming for me has actually now that I think about it, always been in Nintendo consoles, and that's just what I like. I like actual gaming. I don't care about phones, and I think the 3DS is great, and I thought the Wii U was great, and this is kind of a middle ground between the two, and I like that idea. And I also think that this idea can have a lot of mass appeal if they sell it right, because it helps to consolidate the two major player bases that Nintendo aims at and takes the pressure off of them with regard to how people are always like, oh, how are they going to compete with Sony and Microsoft? And it's like, well, they're not really trying to. They're trying to do something different because they're not cranking for the highest, most powerful console or anything like that. They're going with something that's unique and fun and can appeal to anyone, ideally. And that resonates well with me. And I also don't just use mobile gaming like my 3DS when I'm on the go. Like earlier today, I was sitting on the couch while watching a YouTube video and playing Bravely Second on my 3DS. Like I don't feel the need to only play it on the go. In my mind they're good games, and if I feel like playing them, I'm just going to play them. So I think this is a good middle ground between the two because I don't personally have any hang-ups about the way that I'm playing at any given time as long as I'm playing something I like and having fun with it.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see where this goes because obviously I own all Nintendo handhelds because that's just what you do. Well, that's what I do.
And he's one of 4 people with a Vita in the entire world.
Pretty much. I own all handhelds, period, pretty much except for the fucking, what was it? The fucking...
Wonder Swan?
Yeah, well, that was one of them. That and,
yeah, that didn't even release outside of Japan, though.
Yeah, well, the N-Gage, too. I never had an N-Gage, so...
Which was such a huge hit as well.
I know, right? But, well, look at the Vita. It's only just, so... But, yeah. Oh, yeah, now where I was going with this. So, what they're saying with the NX is it's going to be our replacement for the Wii U and the 3DS. It's going to, it's effectively going to be like a PS TV, except with its own screen. And there was recently some leaks from a Brazilian website, or a Brazilian-Japanese website for Brazilians in Japan. They were leaking something, and it said that, this guy said he was going to leak these details in 2 months, which 2 months later is when this Hero Gamer article came out. It was recently. And he had a few more details on it, like things that were going to be modular, and you could buy the screen for the NX, which would add $100. You could buy additional controllers for the NX, which would make it another $50. So the price would vary between $150 and $300, but it's sort of pay what you want. And I think the base version is almost like a Nintendo tablet, and then the full version would be the home console for people who want to sit at home, play games on their TV and their screens, which that's very appealing to me because I need handhelds because I travel a lot, or I used to travel a lot. There was a time in my life where every other day I was outside. I would go from Kansas to Missouri, or I'd be in Corpus out in Texas or somewhere. I was just constantly moving every day, so handheld, that's how I played games.
Well, and now you're stuck at work constantly, so having something you can do in your downtime has got to be a huge help as well.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's really nice too. And once I'm at home, though, it's okay, I'm going to be at home for a few days. It's sitting here looking at this small screen kind of driving me crazy, and I'm it'd be great if I could just play this on my monitor, which is why I need to buy a PS TV, which it boggles my mind that I haven't bought one yet. Really me. But I can understand the appeal. I'm definitely interested. I'm very interested in how they're going to release it. If these rumors are true, and if it really is, as much as they say it's going to be, where it's just a tablet, and if you want the screen to make it an actual... See, I don't know if the box itself is going to be $150, and that's going to be the Wii U replacement, and you have to buy more to make it a handheld, or if at base it's a tablet. And
I will say that you kind of have a semantic error going on. They have technically said that this isn't meant to replace either the Wii U or the 3DS. You've been calling it a replacement to the Wii. Nintendo technically does not consider it to be as such.
Yeah, but it's going to be their third tier of gaming, just like they had the GBA, the Wii, and the DS, and then the GBA.
No, I do agree. I'm viewing it as a Wii U replacement, but Nintendo is technically considering it not as such.
Yeah. So it's interesting. It's very interesting. Apparently in September there's going to be a massive reveal. And again, these are all rumors. Like the website I was talking about, like it was on NeoGAF, a huge link about, like, okay, so this guy said he leaked it. Everything he listed, like his post was from May. Everything he listed was listed as confirmed in the Eurogame article, which I'm still viewing it as rumors because Nintendo hasn't publicly said it themselves.
Yep, that's my view.
So, and like, there's times where I will be like, okay, this is real, and I jump on the rumor bandwagon. I'm like, okay, no, this has got to be real. But with Nintendo stuff, like, Nintendo is such a tightly run ship, and we haven't had any leaks for so long. I find it hard to believe that anything would get out. Like,
the main thing that tends to leak for Nintendo is Pokemon stuff, which isn't even necessarily a Nintendo leak as much as it is Game Freak or the Pokemon Company leaks.
Exactly.
Because they give stuff to magazines like Cerebi, and then someone who works there just scans it and gives it out.
Yeah. And then, of course, Famitsu leaks, like, constantly. So, I don't know. I'm cautiously optimistic. I can understand why Grimm wouldn't like it, just because, I mean, like, I understand the culture, because the way handhelds are, it's primarily a Japanese thing, but mobile gaming is taking over even there, so.
I mean, if the lineup's good enough, it might catch me. Yet to be seen, though.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that blows my mind would be playing Zelda Breath of the Wild on a handheld. Like, I can't wrap my mind around that.
Yeah, I can definitely sympathize with you there. That is going to be really interesting. And I have also been reading about the actual tech behind it, because, there are a lot of people who are dubious whether it's going to actually be, have any sort of decent specs or look nice. And apparently there's a phone chip that's out that's like, I think it's called the X1 or something like that.
Yeah.
Which supposedly has power comparable to the Wii U for graphics.
Oh, yeah.
Which is what they've been according to the rumors again, is what they've been using for the Wii U for dev kits and such that have been sent out. And there's a chip called the X2 that's supposed to be announced soon that apparently can get close to on par with PS4 and Xbox One, which that I'll have to see to believe, but if so, if it's just a chip that you can put in a smartphone that they could easily put in a tablet like this, that could also change everything, particularly with regards to the whole Zelda on the go thing. Like, a chip like that, if it works as people are saying, could totally run Breath of the Wild, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That I think is the biggest thing that I want to know, is what the tech inside this is going to be, if it is what all the leaks are saying.
Yeah. To expand that a little further, that Brazilian website, he said that the chip they're using is called the N1, that it's more powerful than the X1, and something about the X2. And this was, again, in May before they officially revealed the X1, so. Let me just pull up the article and I'll go ahead and link it for you guys too.
N1 would make sense, since it's a Nintendo thing. I could totally see them naming it that.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be at least, I think it was 512 gigaflops, or 0.5 teraflops, which is, I think the Xbox One is,
about that, isn't it?
Yeah, and so, like, people are like, oh, so it's going to be half as powerful as the Xbox One, and I'm like, okay, it's a fucking handheld, though, not a home console.
Well, it's kind of both.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's primarily, like, the form factor is going to be that of a handheld. Like, it's going to be that small. And so, like, okay, without getting too technical, you guys know this stuff, the heat and energy usage and all of that fun stuff.
Sure.
So it's just
Yeah,
impressive.
the more powerful it is, the more it's going to heat itself up and potentially damage itself. So you have to balance the two carefully.
Yeah,
Is that what you're getting at?
yeah, and like in such a small form factor, managing all of that heat, managing the energy consumption.
Oh, it's really hard to keep a good heat profile in a handheld.
Yeah, and just like the fact that it's approaching even close to current gen gaming is just mind-boggling. But I didn't want to get into the specifics of be like, okay, let's bore our listeners. Let's talk about heat sinks. Let's talk about energy draw. Let's talk about.
Oh, I'm sure plenty of people would be interested in that.
Yeah,
Obviously not everyone, but I'm sure a lot.
yeah. Maybe someday we'll have to go into specifics of it because I've been reading a lot about this stuff. Like, as someone who I've been using laptops primarily since 2007, 2008. So I'm quite familiar with mobile chips and all of this fun stuff.
Right.
And God, the fucking speed that these chips are advancing is just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, technology tends to have a mild exponential curve, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I forget, it's so and so's law, but there is a law that basically, like, for every X amount of advancement in this, technology advances that much more. That basically boils down to technology advances close to exponentially. I believe I'm correct on that. I'm sure someone will happily point out where I'm wrong if I'm misremembering.
Yeah, pretty much. We're getting mobile chips that are close to or on par with my computer, and that, like, holy shit, man. Pretty soon, I'm gonna be like, oh no, I don't have a laptop anymore. I don't need it. I just use my phone. My phone has the processing power of this fucking gigantic monster machine over here.
I mean, that's kind of how things are going both technologically and societally.
Yeah, I mean,
People prefer to use their phones for everything possible.
just give me a good interface. Give me an easy way to type on it, and I'll be okay. Like,
I really don't think I'm ever personally going to be a convert to phonism as opposed to just using computers, but, you know, remains to be seen, I guess.
yeah, God. I can't find the article with the Brazilian forum. It might have gotten merged into another topic.
It also might have gotten taken down.
Oh, it got locked. Okay, here it is. Let me see. Why did Modbot lock it? Uh, do, 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 do. Okay. They said blah 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 blah. Anyways, it's not worth reading. Basically, the guy might have just been guessing at random, and there's no way to confirm. So,
Right.
but it's very interesting. I'm interested in all of this. I think we're gonna have to force Grim to get it, just because.
I don't know that I necessarily agree with that. If he doesn't want one, he doesn't want one. That's totally understandable.
No, but he needs one though. We'll dig it up and put it in his pine box. Like, here, Grim. Take it to you with the afterlife. Take it with you to the afterlife. God, I cannot words. But,
We didn't lose him, did we?
oh, he's muted now. And he keeps
Oh, crap.
So, he might have been talking this entire time, like, God, why are they keep interrupting me?
Yeah, might have been. Freaking hell.
Uh,
We've never had this happen before. What is going on?
I think it's an internet thing. I think, we're desyncing and losing him.
Maybe. All I know is I'm not happy about it.
Yep. Oh, I guess he was talking to us because he just left.
Ah, freaking hell.
Yep. So,
Pah.
Yay! He's back.
so, the last we heard was the first time I brought the conversation to you, and then after that, it just kind of dropped. So,
I got my suspicions.
it's
Why the hell
actually
is this happening now? We've never had this issue before.
I think it's because the dead aren't supposed to speak with the living, and the natural forces are.
Yeah, probably.
Obviously, you are correct. How could I forget this?
Yep. If you've seen that episode of the Twilight Zone where the dead grandma is calling her
I
grandson on
I
the.
have, in fact. It's a very good one. I've seen
Yes.
most episodes of The Twilight Zone.
Yes. I actually, every New Year's, if I don't work New Year's, I'll usually just sit here and marathon like the entire, 4 seasons?
uh, maybe 4? I don't remember how many episodes there are overall.
Quite a few. It's good.
Well, yeah.
There's so many too. I remember 2 specifically of the dead calling their loved ones. Like one where the phone wire was laying in her husband's grave plot.
Grave in the middle of a storm. Yep.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, I really like Sci-Fi Channel usually does a 4th of July and a New Year's Twilight Zone marathon, which I appreciate greatly.
Yep, that's exactly what I used to watch every year. Black Mirror. It's sort of.
I really need to watch Black Mirror. I've
is-
heard so many good things about it.
It is amazing. Like, it is so good.
Yeah, I've been told it's basically a modern Twilight Zone.
Yes. That's exactly what it is. Like, there are ideas presented in Black Mirror that I'm starting to see, like, in our technology today, and it freaks me the fuck out. So, it's so good, though. Grim, have you seen Black Mirror?
Sorry, what?
Black Mirror?
Okay, whew, for a second I thought he
Yeah.
was gone again.
Me too.
No, I'm still here.
It's actually a British TV show, Black Mirror.
No, I haven't watched much TV in years.
You need to watch Black Mirror too. It's really good. Like, there's even a movie, and I had to dig for it. And it has, I can't remember his name, but he's the main character in Mad Men, which is also really good.
No clue.
I'm gonna look it up really quickly. John Hamm. He's a very good actor.
Never heard of him.
I'll send you a picture and be like, oh, that guy.
I mean, I've seen commercials for Mad Men before, so if anything, I would recognize that, and that would pretty much be all. I would recognize the picture of him, probably, but I will have no familiarity with him as an actor.
Yeah, he's done a few things. Like, there's a few actors in Mad Men. I'm like, oh, you're from this movie. Oh, you're from that movie. I'm just like, holy shit.
I recognize him.
Anyway, I think we've been on this NX thing for a long time. Long enough that we got distracted by the Twilight Zone. I think that's a good point to cut it and move to something else.
Yep.
Probably.
Speaking of cutting and move to something else. Okay, that was actually a terrible transition.
Yeah, what the hell would you transition into with that?
Okay, my mind went to the song Technologic from Daft Punk, and whenever I think of that song, I think hacking, and so the Vita, okay?
Okay.
Okay, sure.
In the jumbled mess of my mind, that's a perfect transition. There is someone out there whose mind works just like mine, like, yeah, I get it, cutting and hacking, of course.
but we'll need them to listen to the podcast.
Okay. I'm gonna send telepathic brainwaves.
You
Just
do that, buddy.
hold them.
You do that.
So, Henkaku, I'm pretty sure that was... Okay.
Henkaku? What?
Yeah, well, Hen is Homebrew Enabler, which is something you would use, like on the PSP, it was a way to sort of soft mod your thing, and it's like, it's also on phones. It's like, okay, go to this website and hit OK, and it'll run code in a certain way on your device that it allows it to be opened up. Then you'll install a program, and you'll run this program, and it'll let you mod your console. And soft modding means that every time you restart it, like if I were to hard reset my Vita, I'll have to go through the steps to rehack my Vita again.
Right.
And hard modding is whenever it's just
You
permanently...
physically are changing the hardware.
Yeah, and there have been times...
Well, or just introducing a program that permanently modifies the software.
Yeah, which is really interesting. I soft modded a battery without actually physically hacking it. I made a hacked battery that I could hack any PSP with, which was beautiful.
That's interesting that you can use the PSP's battery to accomplish that.
Yeah, PSP, it got really weird. With Sony constantly trying to patch loopholes, people got very creative, and they basically created dev kit tools. It was fantastic. But so if anyone wants a Vita, now is the best time to get it. Do not update it past 3.60. 3.60 is the current latest firmware. Do not update your Vita past this at all. Otherwise, you'll lose access to the homebrew enabler. The guys currently said that they know piracy is a huge issue. So while they're allowing open software and open program creating for the Vita, like you can access all of the Vita's memory now if you want to create applications, or to increase like the little folder limit on the Vita, they can do that now. But they said they're going to make it as hard as possible to actually pirate games. So to run signed software, they're not going to let you easily do that. They said they know it's inevitable, especially once you hack a system, but they're going to make it as difficult as possible, which...
Good on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna drastically boost Vita sales because I've already seen several hundred people in forum threads, things like that, like, oh, I guess it's time to finally buy a Vita now. Which is, I mean, that's what happened to the PSP. The PSP 60 million sales was not because, well, it was a fantastic handheld. I would say it was close to the PS2 in terms of JRPGs it got. Like, the PSP and DS were probably some of the best JRPG devices, hands down. The DS, undeniably. It's really good news. I'm very excited. That means I'm gonna be able to start modding NepNep, you know. I'm gonna make all of the characters Nep instead of the trash waifus that occupy the other slots.
I was just expecting you to say you were gonna nude mod everything.
I mean, that's in the base game, so. And like everyone's gonna wonder, is he joking?
Buy Neptunia to find out.
Exactly.
We're totally not sponsored by Compile Hearts, despite what Jim may do to indicate to the contrary.
Oh. God, I need to just go work for them. Like, let me be something. I need to be a part of this company. This company is now my life, so. God, I buy every Compile Heart game now. Like, I don't even think about it.
Yes, you do.
It's so weird. It went from 0 to 100. First it was like, no, you know what, this fucking fan service, like I hate Moe, which, God, I was not me years ago. I don't know who that person was. That person's a stranger. But like, no, like, I hate Moe. Fan service games are trash. Like, why do Japanese developers put fan service stuff in everything? It's stupid. And then it was like I started playing Neptunia and I'm like, oh no, this is me. Why? And ever since then, I've bought every single Compile Heart game. Like, every release they release it to. PS4, Vita, Steam. They re-release games on Steam after I've already bought it on PS4. I'll buy it again. I'm not joking. I own 2 copies of Hyperdimension Neptunia, Rebirth 3, 1 and 2, and Hyper Devotion Noir, and Monster Monpiece, which is a fantastic game. For all the wrong reasons.
I feel like I remember seeing Monster Monpiece talked about, and it's basically a porn game.
It's uncensored on Steam now, once they finally release it on Steam. So.
That tacitly answers what I was saying.
I will show you a picture of the banned cards, and you will understand.
Just show you all the nudes. Every single one.
I mean, probably. Think who we're talking to.
I will show you some of the banned cards, and it will answer all questions.
I feel like I can do without this.
I mean, when was the last time you actually sent news to you?
I don't think we progressed past the NX for news.
Well, we got the homebrew enabler, the Vita.
Oh, yeah, I guess. I forgot you added that on, kind of.
Yeah, later. I did that just because I thought it was interesting. Also,
yeah, I forgot because that wasn't on there when I first looked at the agenda.
Yep. Dragon Quest VII.
That's really what's happening right now. Oh, wait, Did you
Grimace
two
is
hear
here.
me before?
We can right now.
Yeah.
So it's the wire then. Huh. Interesting.
Yay, something is being figured out.
Also, I'm gonna crank Grim's volume up because he's super quiet.
Am I?
There we go.
Alright.
I didn't hear a change, personally.
Well, I hope the listeners can hear a change.
Probably not.
But, so, Dragon Quest VII. I am... Okay, so this is apparently a 3DS re-release? A remake?
Yeah, because they're up to like Dragon Quest X now.
Yeah, I did not know this. See, I never played a Dragon Quest game, so...
I have Dragon Warrior, the very original game on NES. That is the only one in the franchise I have played.
That's kind of amazing. I bet that's worth money.
Maybe?
I think it would have to be.
I don't know. Let's see. I'll just pull it up on Amazon and see if there are horrendously price gouged versions of it.
So while you do that, I will go through some of the details of Dragon Quest VII.
No, it's $4 on Amazon.
That's strange.
Eh.
I'm gonna buy all the copies and resell it for $100 each.
Can't find them anywhere else. Amazon sold out, bitches.
Yeah, pretty much. I cleaned out Super Potato. So the trailer they showed, the enemies roam the field, which is, I think that's new. I'm gonna assume that's new. They were showing it off, and I'm like, ah. And all the battles are first person, which it's just classic old school JRPG.
Well, it's especially very classic Dragon Quest.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I was also thinking Phantasy Star 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, that too.
Man, fucking Phantasy Star. Let's talk about Phantasy Star. You can set tactics for your teammates so that they'll focus on healing magic or attacking. Like, instead of having to manually go attack, heal, you can be like, okay, you're gonna do this. Like, almost, the way I understood it was closer to Dragon Age Origins tactic system. Like, you'll set up commands, be like, okay, if my teammate is under this amount of health, use a heal spell.
That sounds like Final Fantasy XII Gambit system to me.
Yeah, that sounds like I love that kind of stuff. Oh, I guess that's all I had for the trailer. It's coming out on the 3DS in North America and Europe, September 15th.
Oh boy.
No more staggered release dates. You're going to see a lot of that, though. North America and Europe. No more, oh, North America gets it, 6 years before Europe.
6 years.
6 years, yep. And, you think I'm joking. I will pull up some of the release dates for Atlas games.
You don't have to, I've seen them all.
There is one game that's nefarious 2 years before it got released in Europe after America.
That's still not 6, though.
If you want to look at another one, look at Oxy's track record.
Yeah. Arxis is kind of bad, too.
No. Let's look at, I'm just gonna
But
say...
both of those companies make such good games, you can't stay
Great
mad at them.
games. But I know I can boycott them if I want.
Like, they're great games.
Goddamn.
I just can't ever play them because they don't release here.
Yeah.
I just have to pay extreme fees to get them imported.
Yeah. I'm just gonna start sending you games. We'll just do it that way. Like, me or Kenny, we'll just fucking, buy it on Amazon, get it shipped to one of our homes,
And then we'll mail it to you.
Yeah, I mean, we'll become a personal import service.
I just had this big influx of games all of a sudden. Be like, where the hell did those come from? Oh, right.
Yep. So, Final Fantasy 15 trailer. The trailer they showed, they said it was blending the universes of 3 stories from the CGI movie, the game, and the animation into one massive story trailer. I'm just like, this is too much of input for me. I can't follow this because I haven't been following anything about it. I'm like, looks cool though. But I thought it'd give us an excuse just to plug Final Fantasy 15. Like, hey,
Yeah,
that game's coming out soon.
I can't wait. I so can't wait. I'm full Reggie Fils-Aimé. My body is ready.
My body is Reggie.
Oh god, no. Never that. Never that.
Oh, that's beautiful. This is a beautiful podcast.
It's so high quality. This is clearly among the top of ones we've ever done.
I actually feel like this is one of our better podcasts. Personally. Like,
We're just all so off kilter.
exactly, and that's that's the best. This podcast is at its best whenever we're just all over the fucking place.
I guess. I guess it depends on whether people are listening to try and get information or to just laugh at us being idiots.
Well, if they
Because
want-
we are idiots, make no mistake.
the information they want comes in the Moe forever. It's no longer a minute.
Yeah, clearly.
That is what our listeners come for. Like, no, Jim, tell us more about these waifu games. That's all.
Yeah, I'm sure people are going to appreciate having the whole Moe thing when we've already been on this for an hour and are like basically halfway through our agenda.
Yeah, like that's why I do put it at the end of the podcast. It's like, okay, this is the cutoff. If you think these games are stupid, then that's why I put them down here at the bottom. So you can just stop listening after this point. And that is like why I did it. And like if we continue getting like massive influxes of news like this, I might actually have to do a separate podcast just to preserve the sanctity and purity of this podcast.
I don't think that's quite an issue.
The sanctity and purity of surprise minotaurs. I'm just saying.
Right.
Surprise minotaurs and death wizards. That's all this podcast is about.
Mm-hmm. Which is why they had been so heavily discussed before this very moment today.
Well, I mean, it's not a surprise minotaur if you know it's coming. That's good. I fucking let you guys just fucking sandbag me. Like, like you guys. That's too strong. That's way too strong. Lady Layton was announced. It's Professor Layton's daughter.
Oh, is that who it is?
Yeah.
I knew that she was the successor to him. I didn't realize it was his daughter. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a 3DS game, of course, but I don't know why I put 3DS game, but I guess in case people have never heard of Professor Layton before.
It's going to be exclusive to the Game Boy Micro.
That'd be amazing. I would buy 10.
Yeah, that's a thing that would ever happen.
I'm gonna buy Game Boy Micros to make chiptune music. So, it's releasing in 2017 in the West. We don't have an actual release date, but we know it's coming, so that's positive news. I guess I'm gonna play this. Like, I've heard of Professor Layton. I actually really do enjoy puzzle games. I've just never played a Professor Layton game. And I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'll buy this one. Because it's a waifu game now. It's a secret waifu game, so I have to buy it. Like, God, we need to discuss that after the podcast. Like, I guess we can discuss it like while the podcast is still running, but my God, all of these fucking games. It's just, let's have like a 6-hour discussion on otaku culture and what's going on in Japan. Like,
I think I can do without that. I mean, this is already running pretty long for one of these.
yeah,
One of my friends is probably going to be over not hugely long from now. I'm probably going to duck out before your Moe onslaught.
it's all
I
about,
definitely plan to stay around until then, though.
yeah. Well, speaking of onslaught, Sonic Mania. Yep. That's spring 2017. It's a return to classic Sonic. It's coming out on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. And this is a fucking weird year. We're getting near this year. We're getting near classic Sonic. And there's a link.
And the new Final Fantasy.
People are out playing Pokemon.
Yeah.
Some random bands are popping up all over the place, and now we've got classic Sonic back.
This is a weird fucking year. What
Yeah.
year is it?
2016, apparently.
No, it's actually...
We're back to 2000, sorry.
It's 1996. That's actually what year it is. We have gone back 20 years.
Well, that happened very suddenly.
We're all children again. I'm 8 years old.
Holy shit. Free?
Yep, same.
Oh wow, I did not realize I was that much older than you guys. I mean, it's not a significant amount, but
No, not at our age. If this were 5 years ago, yeah, that would be a significant difference because you would be
18.
what? Yeah, and we would be 18
Oh
and
yeah,
you would be 23. So we'd still be at high school whereas you would be like college graduate age.
yeah. I'd already be.
At this point,
high
we're all
school.
firmly adults, so
Yep. No.
this is the point where age doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, yes, I will go out with you.
Oh well. I mean,
That was sudden.
I didn't expect you to feel blunt about it, but.
I need to buy him dinner first. Jeez.
I mean, okay. No, I'm not going to make that South Park joke.
I thought you were above that.
I did too until it popped into my head. At least let me put on some lipstick before I get fucked. So.
Whoa! All I said was dinner.
I mean, you know what
Look, this is just how things go nowadays. It just escalates.
Obviously.
I mean, look, with me, you knew where this is going. I mean, we don't play around.
Oh, absolutely. I'm still putting up a pretense of surprise.
Oh, speaking of pretense of surprise.
How
No
the
Man's-
hell is that going to segue into something?
No
Please
Man's Sky.
enlighten me. Oh, okay.
No Man's Sky.
That works well enough, I suppose.
Yep. It will not require PS Plus.
Yeah,
Which
because
actually-
it's not really an online game. There is the potential to interact with someone online, but it's so small that it's basically not there.
But still, that's always a positive though, because like I haven't really needed PS Plus because I don't really play games online, and so them saying, okay, well you could still play this single player without PS Plus is like, oh, well, you know what? Thank you. Like, that's good to know. I don't think if I needed PS Plus, I would, get it because whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna miss out on a game I potentially enjoy just because of an extra $50, as Compile Heart will gladly let you know. Price is no barrier.
Well, I mean, and that will also get you a year of PlayStation Plus, which also includes monthly free games. So
Yeah, but man,
it's a pretty decent deal, honestly. They tend to put decent games up.
yeah, just the games they put up, I'm like, I've already owned all of these.
Yeah, that tends to be an issue sometimes too.
And that's what it's been. Like, I've been checking every month. It's like, oh, I either own this or I have no interest in it. God damn it. So, I actually might start playing the PS3 because Yakuza 5 was recently a free game for PS Plus. So,
Yeah, Yakuza 0 is coming. Was it later this year or early next year?
that's a good. It has to be next year because I think Japan gets it this year.
Oh, okay. All I know is I read something about that the other day and was like, oh, I'm kind of surprised. I honestly hadn't realized that Yakuza was still a franchise that people cared about.
Yeah, I guess you could say it was a sleeper hit.
No, no, you don't get credit for that.
God damn it!
It wasn't good. It was not
No.
good.
Look, that's as good as it's gonna get on this podcast.
Grim, are you still here?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. It'd been a while.
He passed out.
No, he didn't.
God, I'm trying so hard to make this work.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna let you.
So, Overwatch has a new character, Anna, which I was gonna
Okay,
link.
so is it Anna or Anna? Because I'm actually still not sure, and I've pronounced it both ways.
I think it just depends on where you're from.
Because I know Reinhardt talks to her in game and says her name, but I don't remember how he pronounced it.
I think it's just a regional thing. Like, some people say Anna, some people say Anna.
Maybe.
It's not like Okay, like Laura Croft. Some people say Lara, some people say Laura. It's
Sure.
just a name. What is a name? Yeah.
Miserable little pile of words.
But yeah, I was gonna link to a single article on this, but like
Something about a rose smelling just as sweet.
yeah, that works too. Fucking Shakespeare, man. That dude
He's
was really,
dead. That would be hard to accomplish.
That dude, he was into some fucked up stuff, man. Like fucking teenagers getting, like, going fucking crazy and killing themselves, and like a fucking dude in his 30s banging a 16-year-old. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you, Shakespeare? Like,
I mean, that was kind of how the times were.
are you saying
Honestly.
Shakespeare was the original senpai?
No.
Yeah, and he was all after the motos. Okay, I understand where you're
please.
going there. You know, it makes perfect sense now. Romeo and Juliet was actually his rap song. It was his theatrical rap song, all about the motos. Okay, you know what? That makes perfect sense.
Just stop now. And forever.
Oh, like, there's gonna be one person listening to this and be like, I get that joke.
There's gonna be a lot of people listening to this going, I don't know any of these words.
Yeah.
I'm sad that I know some of them, and I know them because of you.
Oh, my dark influence is spreading.
Yeah, something.
So, speaking of dark influence spreading, oh,
Really?
Deep Silver ruined Sacred 3. Fuck Deep Silver. That is all I have to say on the subject. Next.
Yeah, I was like, how the hell is the fact that Atlas games are going to be distributed more consistently in Europe have to do with spreading darkness?
I really do. Like, Deep Silver bought the rights to Sacred. And Sacred 1 and 2 were pretty decent Diablo clones, but Sacred 3 is like, it's basically like a Muso game almost.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot of people were really upset about Sacred 3.
Yeah, so, fuck you, Deep Silver. Like, you're doing good, but also fuck you. I hope you're better as a publisher than you are as a developer.
I mean, they do publishing for a lot of things. Most of the stuff they've developed hasn't been that great. I mean, take a look, for example, at the Dead Island games. Those are pretty exceedingly mediocre.
Yeah.
But Deep Silver does a lot of good publishing, so...
I didn't want to be the one to call out Dead Island because I have a known hatred for that game. They're going to be like, you know what, Jim? Maybe you just suck. So...
I mean, I've never really known anyone to be like, oh, Dead Island's great. It tends to be, yeah, Dead Island's okay.
It was a game that was so offensively bad to me. Like, I had rented it from Redbox. I walked 3 blocks to a Redbox because this was in Kansas City, and there's McDonald's 3 blocks away. I walked down there. We got Dead Island. I walked back. I played it for 5 minutes. I walked back to Redbox and dropped it off. It offended me how bad it was.
I feel like 5 minutes might have been a little hasty.
The combat, like, it was so bad attacking with the characters. Like, the controls felt so bad. I was like, I would rather play nothing.
Okay, then.
It hurt me. So... I guess that does it for... Like, I know there's news that we're missing. I know there's some big stuff that we aren't talking about. I could not find it.
Part of it, I think, is because it's been quite a while since the last time we did one of these. I have a hard time remembering what actually is new news and what isn't.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Let's see. I'm just going to scroll through Game Informer.
I went all the way back to July 6th on Game Informer.
Yeah, Disney Infinity is getting shut down. I'm sure that impacts a ton of people.
I think we talked about that in the last podcast.
Yeah, it's actually about to go down now, though.
Oh, shit.
Like, not just announced, like, in the process of happening.
Yeah, I actually knew, so John Vignacchi, he's a guy I know through Giant Bomb because he's real close friends with those guys. He was like the head like producer on Disney Infinity. And working for Disney was always his dream job, and now he's jobless. So
That sucks.
yeah, okay, I have to fucking talk. Oh no, that's going in a minute. But I'm leaving this up as a reminder to myself.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything really significant that we haven't already talked about. Like some more niche things that we might enjoy, but nothing that's gonna be like big news.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we covered things pretty decently, at least as far as games are concerned. I mean, if we wanted to go into music or movies or anything like that, then we could, but that would take a lot longer.
I think eventually we'll get to that point, but we might actually do separate podcasts for that. Just because of how long this one's already been.
Yeah.
Grim, you sound so defeated. Like,
I was just thinking exceedingly tired.
yeah,
Not really.
it's like, you know, being dead fucking sucks, you guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel bad too. I should not make light of my friends. What's the word? I can't remember the word. I know what word I mean.
Passing while being sick on vacation in Australia?
Pretty much. But
Yeah.
also, I was looking through this too. I was trying to include things that both of you guys are interested in, so we could have like discussions. But like, there is just fucking nothing that like. It feels like there's been just tidal waves of news, and then I look like, oh wait, no, that only applies to me. So,
Yeah, I don't know. I think we did a pretty good job of covering the high points, and I mean, obviously we spent a huge amount of time on the NX, but that is pretty much the biggest bit of news in the last couple months, so that makes sense, I think.
and now let's cover the low points.
Yep. So, you know, thanks for having me. It's been fun. Like I said, I actually should go because one of my friends is probably going to be over here pretty soon.
There's no friend. You just want to get away.
No, Ezra comes over all the time anyway, and he forgot his phone here a couple days ago and has been phoneless since. So he's, I guarantee he's going to be over tonight to, if for no other reason than to get his phone and also probably to hang out.
But Kupo, we're disembodied voices in a box. There is no one else.
Obviously. Alright, I'll talk with you guys later.
Alright, I'll see you later.
See you, man.
Bye.
So, he escaped while he still could. I'm giving you this opportunity, Grim.
I'm good where I am. That's fine.
Alright, so,
Prepare to be infected. Hazmat suit.
hope you guys are ready to feel dirty. You need to take a shower after this podcast.
Oh
Alright,
god, what's going to happen?
hold on, let me get some proper mood music going.
Music.
Yep. I think I'm joking.
I don't hear anything.
Not yet, you don't.
Let me pause my music for a sec.
Okay. I don't know if you can hear it.
No,
Probably not. Okay.
very, very faint.
Yeah, that's good. I'd have to redo the audio. That'll script the podcast. I'm not actually going to do that. But just picture some really good mood music.
I mean, you could just edit it in over the top of that.
That would also require editing. That would require work. And I have actually set up the podcast so it's less work for me.
But I mean, that's totally you, though.
Not really, I'm automating it. I'm automating all of the work.
You've got these, you just got the conveyor belts, putting all the work around. And then the drones pick it up, put it in a box somewhere else, and then you forget about it for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah. You guys ready? Let's get dirty.
it is this.
Yep. That's a Tsukiyomi mode from Moon Phase. So, alright, first thing is Godly Prison Tower Mary Skelter. I've talked about this before on the podcast. It's basically a first person dungeon RPG. Lots of waifus. Compile Heart game, of course. I mean,
That's going to be the trend here. Lots of waifus.
yeah, lots of Compile Heart games. But would you expect anything less? And
No.
the answer is no. It's Vita only, no English release date yet, but Compile Heart is really good about putting their games out. Like, the only game that might not come out to Vita first is the next game I'll talk about. But it actually looks surprisingly good for Dungeon Crawler. And I'm really interested to see how it comes out. So, I also like first-person dungeon RPGs. So,
Yeah.
I mean, there's that. That might play a factor. Nep Connect Chaos Shen Peru. That is the actual name of the game. It's,
Oh boy.
yeah, it's a Compile Heart card game. So if you played Hearthstone, actually no, if you played a mobile game on your phone, where the main point is to collect monsters, feed monsters to other monsters, and things like that to level them up, that's effectively what this game is, except with Compile Heart characters, all of which are girls. I mean, who are we kidding here?
Of course.
We all know what this game is.
Porn.
God, I hope
It's all
so.
porn.
I hope so. I actually do.
Good.
It includes characters from Neptunia, Fairy Fencer F, Trillion God of Destruction, Omega Quintet. You know, classic Compile Heart franchises, and people are like, I heard of Neptunia.
I hear you talk of this game all the time. They say it's called Neptunia.
Yep, it's free to play, Vita only, no English release date yet. But again, this is the only game that might not actually get released because Monster Monpiece, they said, like, they're going to release it on Steam uncensored, but they have said that if they ever have to censor their games in the future, they just won't release them. They would rather release an uncensored game that is true to their fan base than having to censor their games, blah, blah, blah. And basically what that means, expect more direct-to-Steam titles. So, Akiba's Beat. The link I'm linking in the agenda is a character trailer, but I actually just wanted to remind myself to talk about Akiba's Beat. So, Akiba Strip is apparently was a more well-known game. Like I said, I ride in such niche circles that my sense of what's actually niche and what's actually more mainstream is incredibly warped because it's like, oh yeah, everybody knows Akiba Strip, and I'm like, no, actually, only my small group of friends know about it. But apparently, Kenny said that it's pretty nefarious. So this is a sequel, air quotes, sequel to Akiba Strip, except this is a straight-up RPG instead of a strip-off clothes of these vampires because reasons game. And
Yeah.
it seems a lot higher quality, quite honestly.
Wait. Akiba Strip is you strip clothes off vampires so they get defeated by the sun, right?
Yeah.
But if they're in the sun, then shouldn't they automatically be defeated unless they're wearing massive robes that cover every inch of their body?
No,
What
but
is the point?
their faces and hands are okay. But you just gotta strip off their clothes and they have to run away because the sun will hurt them. And if you take off their underwear, you completely defeat them. Yeah.
The logic, please.
Grim, we're in the filth zone, okay? You just embrace the filth. You just open your mouth and shovel it in.
Well, that's why I'm wearing a hazmat suit. It can't get me here.
And then I'm just gonna have waifus swarm you and tear holes in your suit until you join us in the filth. That actually sounds amazing.
Not the waifus! Ah! Nick Cage reference.
Yep. Oh my god. Nick Cage is amazing. So I'm obviously going to be checking out Akiba's Beat, if for no other reason than coverage, because I'm sure people who follow me specifically are going to be interested in this game, and they'll know whether or not they want the game. They'll be like, "Hey Jim, what do you think of this game?" So I'll let you guys know. Conception 2, Children of the Seven Stars, is coming to Steam, which I'm actually pretty excited about. It was originally a Vita and 3DS game, as Kupo so kindly pointed out. I wonder how he knows this is a 3DS game. I don't know if he
probably. I mean,
I don't know if he actually said on air how he knew. So
I don't remember.
I remember very well. We will preserve his sanctity and purity. Because he's also a surprise Minotaur. So.
Oh boy. Surprise Koopa.
Yeah, surprise Koopa. He just randomly going to pop back into the podcast. Hi guys, how's it going? Surprise Koopa. So it's a game. It's a pretty typical JRPG, and it's about bonding with females to make babies because you need star children. Yep.
Why didn't I don't know how I didn't get that from the title.
Yeah, conception.
Yeah.
And there's 7 girls, and like the stronger your bonds are with them, it'll make your baby stronger. You have up to 30 different classes from your star children. I wasn't ever interested in it on the Vita because like this was during my I hate JRPGs phase before I realized no, actually I do like JRPGs. I don't know why I'm kidding myself. So I don't know. It's really weird. I guess my taste changed too. That also happens as you get older. I think like it's kind of funny too. When I was playing Star Ocean 5, I'm like, oh, this game is all real time. Well, fuck. Because I'm like, there's too many things happening too fast. I wish I could pause combat and take things slowly. Like you can't. I'm like, oh no, wait, no. And I'm like, oh god, I am getting old. Like I'd rather think tactically than think on reflexes. So.
Just do it anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna mash attack and wipe these fuckers. Oh, yeah. Oh man, Sengoku Otome.
Oh no.
A battle trailer. This used to be a pachinko game.
Pull the lever.
Yep. So it's finally happened, Grim. The revolution has finally happened. Pachinko games are getting turned into real games now.
Oh, so opposed to the reverse, which is also happening.
And Konami actually said they want to earn gamers' trust back. I forgot to put that in the link.
Yeah. Well, to do that, you got to stop being cunts, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, we're starting to get pachinko games into real games. So, hey guys, remember Metal Gear Solid, the famous pachinko game?
Yeah.
Remember Castlevania, the famous pachinko game?
What was this? Oh, sexual action or something. Erotic action, that's it.
Wait, what?
The thing that popped up on the trailers for no fucking reason.
Oh.
Because it featured a succubus in the trailer, and why?
Because pachinko's, Grim.
Because obviously they're totally sexual.
That's all succubus are about, is being sexual. They're succubus in Star Ocean 5. And I usually kill them before they can attack me, but it's pretty sexual, I gotta say.
Yeah, I bet.
So Sengoku Otome, it's basically like the Nobunaga gender bent into a woman. And it's basically Senran Kagura, except historical figures that are gender bent into women.
Of course.
I mean, it was a pachinko game, Grim. You have to lure people in with visuals.
Yeah, with historical entities transformed into women for some reason.
Let me tell you about Nobunaga. Okay?
Oh no.
It's about this schoolgirl who gets Nobunaga's spirit, and she gets a gigantic fucking Gatling gun on her arm.
Why the hell would Nobunaga use a gigantic fucking Gatling gun?
Because anime, Grim. And she has to use these to fight aliens, because Nobunaga has to help her fight aliens, Grim.
Because Nobunaga totally fought aliens.
He did. I mean, haven't you read the history books? He was actually a schoolgirl. He used gigantic fucking guns and killed aliens. I mean, it's right there.
I'm sure that's exactly how it's written, yes.
Whenever the otaku take over Japan and they rewrite history, that's exactly how it's going to go.
I mean, in that case, everybody will be gender bent into women,
Yeah,
and there will be no males because everyone's a waifu.
exactly. That's how it goes. Well, there has to be the self-insert, Grim.
Oh, of course, the OG. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, it's all harem. That's all history is. Just harem anime.
Oh God.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yep. Let that sink in.
I did. He's in the bathroom.
Christianity is actually just a harem anime. Adam had all the waifus.
Yeah, Jesus totally had all the waifus.
Yeah, no, I mean Adam and Eve. God's like, what, Adam, you're a pretty pimp some bitch. Let me give you all these waifus so you can populate the earth. And he
And
did.
then a snake comes out of a tree and forces Eve to eat an apple, and then he kicks them out because why not?
Yep. And then Adam has to go on a quest to earn God's favor back, and he has to get the magical sword and go kill Satan. That's how the anime plays out. I've seen it.
Satan's a gender-bendant woman because
I mean, Satan was always a woman. Let's be real here.
totally.
And also Lilith, that was Adam's first wife.
Yep.
Yep. I mean, he's got all the waifus. He's got the best waifu right there, Lilith. I mean, I'm just saying. Erotic action. She was a succubus.
No, she was secretly a minotaur.
Oh shit. Actually, yeah. In some depictions of the Bible, she's a minotaur. She's half minotaur.
Totally.
I'm not even joking. It's really strong. Oh, it's so good. I've read a lot about this stuff because it fascinates me.
Yeah, that's interesting.
All religion is basically anime. Look at fucking Greek mythology. It's fucking anime.
I mean, they did basically write the entire thing into a humongous story for some reason.
Zeus ate all of his babies except for one because the prophets told him that his baby was gonna kill him. So.
Was that not Kronos?
Oh yeah, it was with Kronos. Yeah, that's how Zeus got made, right? Yeah. Well, it was fucking...
I think I'm muddling your Greek history up in your head. So
No,
mythology.
right.
Yeah, history. It's all history. It's all real.
Yeah, I mean,
what happened.
I asked the otakus in Japan. They said no, this is factually true. They put out their katanas and everything when I challenged them. I'm like, oh shit.
And then you pull out a real sword and got in armor, and then they couldn't do anything.
Exactly. And the real Dark Souls started there.
Yeah, you just parried them. You parried every single one of them, and they ran off to their body pillows.
I could never attack a body pillow. That's just uncouth.
So you parried the body pillow.
Yeah. I had to parry. I had to put on a fedora afterwards and start tipping my fedora at their body pillows.
They kicked you off. They kicked you off a ledge, so you parried gravity.
Yeah, I did. Gravity this. Then I backstabbed gravity. No, was it front stab? I don't know.
You attempted to backstab gravity, but that led to some rather interesting things happening.
I killed Gravity Grim. Now we all just gonna float into space.
Yeah, totally.
That's how Cowboy Bebop started. Historically accurate.
Totally.
You bet. So Mugen Soul Z. Well, actually, speaking of Mugen, right? Because Kupo just mentioned Salty Bet. Haha. Mugen Soul Z is coming to Steam. They said there are improvements not seen in the PS3 version, like UI enhancements, graphical enhancements, Steam achievements. It's a direct sequel to Mugen Souls. People are bitching because it's the censored version, because it's the PS3 version. And I'm just like, oh my god, you goddamn fuckboys. Let me tell you, if they fucking release, like if Mugen Souls sells well on Steam, they're going to be more likely to release the uncensored version of Mugen Souls 3 on Steam because the game's selling well. So stop fucking bitching, just buy the fucking game.
All anyone wants is the uncensored versions.
Exactly. I'm fine with the censored version because the game itself is so fucking lewd. Like, we're talking fucking old school Neptunia levels of lewd. I'm just like, god damn. Like,
old school Neptunia was nude.
Yeah. Okay, I'd actually say maybe as far as Senran Kagura. I have to actually play Mugen Souls, but I've seen some pictures. Man, Senran Kagura, that game is fucking extreme. Like, the gameplay is so fucking good, but that game, I'm like, holy shit. Like, now y'all want to talk about some fucking perv games here. Straight up literal Yuri. Like, there is literal rape and molestation in fucking Senran Kagura. Like, they're just fucking going at it. I'm like, holy shit. I was not prepared.
You were not prepared for the rape train.
I was not. Like, oh my god, it's good though. Like, it's like, oh, don't touch me there. And then there's, of course, the sadist and masochist, and she's like, oh, yell at me more. Call me a sow. Oh. I have pictures to prove my claims. I took screenshots because it's just that ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll send them to the chat.
And I was asking you before, when was the last time Jim sent you lewds? Yeah.
Every day. Every day.
It's untrue, technically.
Well, now it's going to be every day.
Oh,
So,
God.
that's in Kagura.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. That's it.
Yep.
Yep. I'll just go ahead and read the caption.
I've got him. Yeah.
So Koopa was not expecting these pictures to randomly pop up.
That's what I was waiting for.
Yep. So just to read the caption of the picture, it says, "Call me a dumb bitch," or what do they call female swine? A sow. Call me that.
What? Okay.
Yep. So, for the listeners at home.
I mean, for the next, yeah. This podcast has now just become us watching Koopa's reactions.
And I'll just go ahead and send you this too. Just because this is Senran Kagura in a nutshell.
I'd ask what I was looking at. I think I already know.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Senran Kagura, that's, I'd say Mugen Souls, maybe not as extreme. But when I said Senran Kagura is extreme, I meant it is extreme, and it is also the best. So, speaking of extreme and also the best, Valkyrie Drive Bakuni? Yeah, we're just waiting for Koopa to react to, but so it's coming out September 16th in North America and Europe. Wait, September 16th? There's no way. There's no way. That has to be. Oh shit! There's limited edition too. Oh, it's a pre-order bonus. Fuck it. I'm learning shit I didn't even know. I'm the one who put this article in here. Also, Grim, yeah, you have no audio. I got you the little mute icon over your picture. So, okay, try now. Okay, there's nothing. While you fix that, I will go ahead and vamp. So, it's probably going to make you kick out and kick back in to fix it. But, so, God, where do I have to order it? Okay, so, Valkyrie Drive Bakuni is a lesbian waifu weapon game, which is like these girls are all lesbians, and one girl turns into a weapon for the other girl, and like I mean literally, like one girl transforms into a sword or a big gun, and it's a Senran Kagura style game. Oh, hi Grim, you're back. We're almost done here, Grim. You just have to suffer through the lesbian weapon waifu game.
Oh, that one. All right.
Yeah. So there's 7 playable characters, It's got the dressing room to rub and touch them to raise their levels. Weapons can be leveled up in strength up to 15 times, getting bigger and more awesome looking every time. Power up your weapons by turning on your girlfriends. Ultra fast hack and slash action and focus on stylish and aerial combos. When two girls get it on, one girl turns into a super weapon. Wield your incredible pleasure powered weapons to take on hordes of enemies. I was going to send this to Kupo.
Oh my god. Yeah, because that's how it works in a relationship. Totally. You turn your partner into a super weapon.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it's always happened here. I mean, I don't know what you guys do, but... so, return of the clothing... Okay, this is basically Senran Kagura, except even more lewd. Clothing gets ripped and torn as you fight. 28 story missions with high-quality anime visuals. I can't possibly imagine what that would be, looking at the pre-order bonus.
I play it for the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the pre-order bonus is a bunch of image cards for the game. Art cards, yeah.
I'm looking at them.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Where do I pre-order this again? I need these art cards.
Somewhere.
I'm looking. Like, I actually am looking for a place to pre-order it. So,
So what?
I'll check GameStop, I guess. Or, no, actually, I'll check Amazon so I can get the shit. And if not, I'll just buy it digitally, as you do. But this needs to be known for our listeners so they know. Oh, shit! Limited edition. Is this in America? No, I think this is the Japanese version. God damn it. That looks so strong. Yeah, it's an import. God damn it. So, standard edition. Yeah, I can't seem to find it on Amazon, so it might be GameStop exclusive. Well, I found it on Amazon. I just found the import version. So, I'll check GameStop real quick so our listeners know where they can order the lewd. We need more lewd in our lives. Oh, Grim's gone again. So, now he's back. Hi, Grim.
My keyboards went off.
Oh, shit.
Hmm.
I cannot find a place to order it.
Sorry about the noise.
So, yeah, I guess I'll just have to, if you can find a way, email us, thejagkast@gmail.com. Thejagkast@gmail.com. Jagkast with a K. And, one last thing before I forget. Square Enix is teasing a new dramatic RPG title called Kamitsuri with a trailer, and it basically looks like another waifu first-person RPG, so... It's good. Some good shit. Lots of waifu games coming. Absurd amounts of waifu games are coming to the West, actually. I never thought Valkyrie Drive Bakuni was going to get localized. Like, even on the Vita board, we were all like, yeah, no, this game's never coming out over here. There is not a snowball's chance in hell of this game. Actually, no. A snowball in hell has a better chance than this fucking game does of coming out. And it's coming out, so, you know.
Hi. Am I still here?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Satan Snelling soak cones is what you can take from this. So. I guess that'll do it. Before we go, allow me to do the proper thing. We don't have any emails. I checked. So again, our email, thejagkast@gmail.com. JAGKAST@gmail.com. Go visit my blog, rentinggamedude.blogspot.com. I've started writing there a bit more. I've actually been holding off on doing, like, I'd sworn off reviews for a while, but we are in the process of getting a proper website going. And once we do, I might actually start posting video reviews. Maybe not video reviews, but my reviews there too, full of images and the like. Visit our friend Somebody. His website is 336gamereviews.com. He's a good guy. He does tons of game reviews. He reviews so many different games. I don't know how he has the time to do it, but it's pretty sweet. So check him out.
Yeah.
Find Grim on Twitter. He is at Lord Shadow Duck. You can find me on Twitter. It's Zier at biddle.co.uk. I'm never gonna fix that.
Explorer.
Yep, Explorer at. Oh no, just at Explorer.
Just that Explorer, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say at biddle.co.uk.
Oh boy.
No, it's too good. Like, I actually need to register that as an email or something, just so I can start receiving emails there. Like, I'm gonna go buy biddle.co.uk as a domain, just so I can start receiving emails there.
Yeah.
Our YouTube channel is JAGKast, JAGKAST. So,
Come join us in all of our, what is it, infrequent glory.
yeah, you know, once I get something figured out, hopefully a solution, I'll start posting more lewds on the channel. So, God, it's like, let me start with one of the lewdest games we have, Senran Kagura.
Go ahead.
God, I think I would get banned from YouTube from just the content in Senran Kagura.
If you show nudes, maybe, but if you can find a way around them, you'll be fine.
I mean, technically, the nipples and the crotch are censored by.
Just
bright
post a
white-
surprise Minotaur on top of them in editing.
Well, technically, they are censored.
Well, if that's the case, then you're fine.
Yeah, I mean, censored in the strictest sense of the word, but. So, that'll do it for the podcast. I'm sorry this has taken like 6 hours, but. I think that's it.
Yeah, probably.
You know, the seance is over. We have to return Grim to his grave.
Goodbye.
But I'll do it for the podcast. So bye, everybody.
Bye.